Judge Jerri Collins was put in the hot seat for jailing a domestic violence victim.
We are here in the matter of State of Florida versus this court entered an order to show cause on, let's see, when did I sign that? That date was signed on July 22nd. You were ordered to appear today to show cause as to why you should not be held in contempt of court for failing to appear as subpoenaed to court for a trial. And pursuant to Rule 3.830 of the Florida statutes, I hereby enact a contempt hearing. You were to show cause, and you may testify as to why the court should not hold you in contempt of court for failing to appear as summoned, which you were duly summoned in this matter, that you needed to appear today for trial. To the Assistant State Attorney that you would not show up, that prior to that week you had indicated that you were not going to show up, knowing that you were under subpoena. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, you need to tell the court why I should not hold you in contempt of court, and I can sentence you to jail. So tell me why.
Your Honor, I'm very sorry for not attending last Wednesday. I've been dealing with depression and just a lot personally since this happened, and my anxiety is like, this is every day for me. It was like we were trying to separate, and it's just things were, I don't know.
Why didn't you show up to court?
My anxiety, and I'm just...
You think you're going to have anxiety now? You haven't even seen anxiety. We had a jury, 6 people there, ready to try Mr. who has a prior criminal history of domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
You were required to be here by a court order. You disobeyed a court order, knowing that this was not going to turn out well for the state. Knowing, is it true what you told the police? Is it true? Those statements you told to the police on the day of this incident, was it true? The incident that happened on April 2nd, was it true?
Yes.
Then why wouldn't you come to testify?
They told me originally, I went to the domestic abuse class. I asked them to drop everything.
Why?
I'm trying to move on with my life.
She refused to testify against her husband, who she alleged choked her and threatened her at knife point, according to a police report.
Because it's not just a domestic. This has been for years, and I tried to move on a couple months ago, and it's just like I don't know. I've moved out. I've tried to move on with my life, and then when I filed for child support last June, and it took them an entire year to find him. I don't understand why. And May 1st, I was supposed to be getting my child support so I can go get an apartment and go get a job and everything. And when he went to jail for 2 weeks, he lost his job. He lost everything, and I'm like homeless now. I'm living at my parents' house. Everything has been shut off. I had to sell everything I own. I'm just not in a good place right now.
And
I'm sorry,
the court order did not do anything for you. I hereby find you in contempt of court. I sentence you to 3 days in the county jail. Turn around.
Judge, I'll do anything. Please.
You should have showed up, and you should have showed up.
I have a 1-year-old son, and I'm trying to take care of him by myself. But I'm begging you, please. Please.
I've already issued my order.
Prosecutors struck a deal with the woman's husband, getting him to plead no contest to simple battery with a 16-day jail sentence. without her testimony, worrying advocates of domestic abuse victims.
I understand that the state wants to take criminals and get them off the streets, but you don't do it by re-victimizing a victim in this manner.
A spokesperson said the judge can't comment on pending or impending cases, but the state attorney says victim testimony is key to successfully prosecuting such crimes. Still, many wonder why the judge was so tough on someone the court already knew was a victim.
A Central Florida judge is being placed under sanctions by the Florida Supreme Court.
Seminole County Judge Jerri Collins jailed a domestic violence victim for not showing up to court.
Stern words from Seminole County Judge Jerri Collins last July to an alleged domestic violence victim. Those words now landing the judge in trouble. The Florida Supreme Court sanctioned Collins, saying she, quote, raised her voice, used sarcasm, spoke harshly, and interrupted the victim. The victim told the judge she'd been battling anxiety and depression, and that's why she didn't show up in court to testify against her estranged husband. In today's ruling, the High Court says Collins must take an anger management class, which she completed back in April. She also has to attend a domestic violence course, as well as appear before the Supreme Court for a public reprimanding, similar to her yelling in this courtroom last year.
A Seminole County judge was publicly reprimanded by the state Supreme Court this morning.
Judge Collins, this is indeed a sad day for you, a sad day for the people of Florida, and a sad day for the judiciary, upon which our people depend for justice. I cannot emphasize enough how intolerable your behavior was in this case.